We get 2 spins today. Cryptos are falling, dude. What is going on? Cryptos are down, baby. We got Bitcoin down. We got Ethereum down. We got XRP down. We got Tether down. Hold up. XRP is down 9% in the last 24 hours. Look at that. Let's bring the mic a little closer. Hello, hello? There we go. I knew something was up. Alright, let's get back to it. Okay. 2 spins. 2 spins. We got cryptos falling, guys. So I want to find something. Yeah, we got Bitcoin down 5% to $78,103. Ethereum is at $2,381, down 10.68%. Solana is down 10.9% to 102.75. XRP is down to 156, down 9.29%. Mm-hmm. There has to be something. Bitcoin price forecast. BTC USD steadies around 81,000 after global market shock. That's not true. It's sitting at 78,000 right now. My God. What the heck? Okay. I want to find a better article. Let's go. Guys. It's cold. My body can't take it. Okay, here's our article. This is from 39 minutes ago, a 2-minute read by Yashnatish Bajaj. What a name. Pretty cool though. Why is Bitcoin down today? Crypto platform founder gives stark warning amid fresh crash. My goodness. Bitcoin, Ether, and other major cryptos experienced a major decline on Saturday, a trend that has been going on for days now. At the time of writing this story, Bitcoin fell 0.7% to $83,769.51, its longest streak of monthly losses since 2019. Ether fell 4.9% to $2,677.91. This came as the dollar had its biggest rally since May after President Donald Trump announced his pick for the Federal Reserve Chair, Kevin Warsh, and confirmed by the Senate Warsh will succeed Jerome Powell, whose term ends in May. Jerome Powell's term ends in May. Okay. And they're replacing him with Warsh. Reactions to the Bitcoin and Ether crash. Several investors took to social media to express their frustration over the latest crypto crash. What did Bitcoin fall today? One person asked on X, platform formerly known as Twitter. Okay, this is stupid. We get it. Meanwhile, a popular crypto influencer and founder of analytics platform Into the Cryptoverse, Benjamin Cowan, warned about a bearish market in the cryptocurrency space. Influencer Crypto Bitlord tweeted, "The next major support for Bitcoin is $30,000. Ooh, buddy. Hold on to your butts if it goes down that low." Cowan, in a recent YouTube video, said, "Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin and discuss why the price is dropping and why I think it will likely continue to drop." He continued that he believes Bitcoin has already transitioned into a bear market. "I do think Bitcoin is, in fact, in a bear market," he said. Longtime Bitcoin critic Peter Schiff argued that Bitcoin is now worth just 15.5 ounces of gold, down 57% from its 2021 high and just 10% above its 2017 high. So the reflection of the high gold price as like a tangible asset. This stuff's getting pretty wacky, pretty interesting. Despite all the hype and support from Wall Street and the Trump administration, most people who now own Bitcoin would have been better off buying gold or silver instead, he added. That's Peter Schiff. Victor Ollenriwahu, an analyst at CNN, said, "From a technical perspective, Bitcoin's price extended its sell-off, breaking below the $86,400 neckline and confirming a head and shoulders breakdown on the daily chart." Note, the reactions and commentary provided here relate to movements in the price of Bitcoin and are intended solely for informational purposes. Nothing in this content should be interpreted as financial or investment advice. Cryptocurrency markets are highly volatile, and any decisions you make regarding digital assets are made at your own risk. HT.com does not endorse or recommend any investment strategy, and you should always conduct your own research or consult a qualified professional before making financial decisions. Right. It's me, your cousin Dustin. Do I even own... I have a little tiny bit of Bitcoin, full disclosure, but it's not enough to really care about in this situation. I mean, it's one of those things, you know? I don't know. I'm not like, gonna scream and cry if Bitcoin goes to 30,000 or whatever it goes to. I don't really... It ain't gonna make or break me, doggy. But it'll make or break somebody, though. It's not gonna feel too good for somebody. I promise you that. I mean, realistically, it's not gonna feel too good for me either. But I would like to, if it goes down to 30,000. Here's the thing. If you think that Bitcoin's gonna be something that grows in the future and it goes to $30,000, then why would you not want to buy more of it and acquire more Bitcoin? You know what I mean? It's one of those things. I feel like this is simple stuff, but like, and we've seen it be so volatile anyways. I mean, look at this. Yeah, what do you think it's going to be in the future? You think it's going to be, 100,000 or something? 400,000? What's going on? Now Google Finance is not even showing Bitcoin. It's not even showing it. It says, we don't know what's going on. We can't even show it. Ain't that crazy? Let's read this according to Gemini. Crypto market drops causes and analysis. Dang. It looks like the crypto market is having a rough Saturday. As of today, January 31st, 2026, Bitcoin has slipped below the significant $80,000 support level, and the broader market is feeling the heat. The drop isn't tied to one single event, but rather a perfect storm of macro and technical factors. Here's the breakdown of why prices are sliding. The U.S. government shutdown. The U.S. entered a partial government shutdown late Friday after the House failed to vote on a funding plan before going into recess. This has triggered a risk-off sentiment across global markets. Investors typically pull money out of volatile assets like crypto when they aren't sure how the government or the economy will function on Monday morning. Two, massive liquidation wave. When Bitcoin dropped below certain price points like $84,000 and the $81,000, it triggered stop loss orders and forced liquidations of leveraged positions. Over $1.6 billion in crypto positions have been liquefied in the last 24 hours alone. The vast majority of these were longs, people betting the price would go up, which created a domino effect. As prices fell, more positions were forced to sell, driving prices even lower. Major ETF outflows. Institutional confidence has taken a hit this week. Data shows that investors pulled nearly $1.5 billion out of U.S. Bitcoin ETFs managed by firms like BlackRock and Fidelity. Over the last few days, this suggests that big money is moving to the sidelines to wait out the current political and economic volatility. The Greenland and tariff tensions. There is ongoing market jitter regarding the Trump administration's recent erratic trade threats, including specific mentions of tariffs against the EU and unconventional diplomatic tensions like the Greenland situation. These geopolitical wildcards are making traditional safe havens like gold, now over $5,000, and silver look more attractive than Bitcoin right now. The Clarity Act. A major piece of crypto legislation that the industry was hoping would provide a clear legal framework has faced delays in the Senate Agriculture Committee due to partisan disagreements and even inclement weather in D.C. This lack of legal clarity is stalling the next wave of institutional adoption. Summary. Bitcoin's down about 4.5%, down around $79,000. Ethereum sitting around 2,900, down about 5.2%, and XRP is down 10% or so at around 157. Man, oh man. And now Google Finance won't even show the freaking chart. Alright, now we're back. Very interesting stuff. The Qs don't really seem to care. We'll run through silver and gold. So yeah, we got Bitcoin down 7.4% on the day. 11.12% over the past 5 days. Yeah, I guess we're going to find out. We're going to find out something, aren't we? Over the past year, Bitcoin is down 25%. Over the past 5 years, it's up 98.22%. Max all time, of course, it's up 17,039%. Ooh, buddy. Ethereum. Ethereum's down to $2,300. $2,362. Over the past 5 days, it's down 16.9%. Over the past month, it's down 20.44%. Over the past 6 months, it's down 37.95%. Over the past year, it's down 27.23%. Over the past 5 years, Ethereum's up 37.36%. Will Ethereum ever recover, guys? What is going on? Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Will Ethereum ever recover? Hmm. Here's a little article from Neil Patel at the Motley Fool. The stock market is doing something it has only done one time since 1871. Should you be worried for 2026? With the historical average annualized total return of 10%, the S&P 500 index has proven itself to be a wonderful tool for people to build wealth. However, its gains in the past decade have been significantly higher than most observers probably would have predicted. The stock market has now done something that has only happened one other time since 1871. Should investors be worried in 2026 and beyond? High valuation might forecast negative returns. In the same way smart investors judge the valuation of individual stocks, it's a good idea to assess the overall market. The S&P 500 CAPE ratio, a closely watched metric that factors in the average of 10-year cyclical adjusted earnings, currently sits at 40.9. The last time it was in the same ballpark was during the dot-com bubble in 1999 and 2000. Clearly, the market's valuation is very high, which can worry investors. Okay. Research reveals that the S&P 500's annualized returns over the next decade could be negative. Well, that doesn't sound very fun. Be an optimist but lower expectations. When the outlook is gloomy, it's understandable that investors are hesitant to put money to work. While returns might not resemble the impressive 16% annualized gains of the past 10 years, I believe it's still a good time to invest in the stock market in 2026. Investors who have a time horizon spanning decades are likely to see a favorable result. That's according to this guy, Neil Patel. Along the same vein, it's always a good idea to be an optimist. This positive mindset will encourage you to save and invest because your future depends on it. What the heck? This is just some different stocks you can get into. That wasn't very good. Here's one. CoinDesk. CoinDesk. Desk. This is 28 minutes ago. And now we're getting there. Now we're getting it. That's what I want. Retail traders are running. This is written by James Van Stratton, edited by Oyan Ashraf. Hey, I like that. I hate it when they write them with AI. I'll tell you that. It's so obvious. You can just tell. It's just that. Who knows how this guy's going to do it, but we'll see. I have faith in this guy. Retail traders are running for the exit amid Bitcoin's sell-off, while mega whales are quietly buying the dip. Glassnode data shows large Bitcoin holders accumulating while retail remains in distribution. What to know? Wallets holding 10,000 BTC or more are the only cohort in aggregate to be in accumulation, maintaining a neutral to slightly positive trend. The number of entities holding at least 1,000 BTC has risen from 1,207 in October to 1,303, suggesting large players are buying into the Bitcoin correction, while all smaller cohorts, especially holders with less than 10 BTC, are selling. That's kind of interesting. Maybe we'll watch this in a second. Very large investors or whales holding 10,000 BTC, 10,000 Bitcoin or more are currently the only ones that are buying the largest cryptocurrencies as prices plummet. All other holder groups are hitting the sell button according to on-chain data. This divergence is highlighted by Glassnode's accumulation trend score by wallet cohort, which measures the relative behavior of different entity sizes based on both balance and the amount of Bitcoin acquired over the past 15 days. Scores closer to 1 indicate buying, while values near 0 signal selling. Got a little chart there. According to Glassnode data, the largest whales are in a light accumulation phase and have maintained a neutral to slightly positive balance trend since Bitcoin fell to $80,000 in late November. During this period, price has largely consolidated, trading within a $80,000 to $97,000 range through the end of January.
We merged the SEC and the CFTC. The U.S. is one of the only only places in the U.S. that has these bifurcated regulators. UK, EU, and many other countries, or Japan, or all around the world, have these unified financial regulators. And so I think that has been some of the push and pull, and we certainly saw that in the last administration between Chair Gensler and Chair Benham, where there was definitely a turf war over who had jurisdiction over what parts of the industry. Now Chair Selig used to be senior counsel for Chair Atkins at the SEC, and so they obviously have a very good relationship. So this may be the closest we're going to get to having a unified regulator, unified front from the regulatory side. And I think it'll be really interesting to see what they have to say.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I mean,
I wonder what it's going to be.
We're never going to see completely merged agencies here in the United States anytime soon. There's too many reasons for the Senate Agriculture Committee and the Senate Banking Committee to want to.
They ain't talking about them. Same old stuff. Oop. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Alright, guys. So, we got Bitcoin falling. It's down 11.85%, down to $77.08. 80. Yeah, $77 now. Guys, we got Bitcoin falling. It's down 11.85% to $77,802. It's having a rough go. Yeah. Over the past day, it's down 7.4%. Over the past 5 days, it's down 11.24%. Over the past 1 month, it's down 11.85%. Over the past 6 months, it's down 34.32%. Over the past year, Bitcoin is down 25.2%. Over the past 5 years, it's up 98.19%. So Bitcoin's having a tough time. It's down 7.5% in the past day to $77,000 or $77,802. My goodness. And all the other cryptos are riding with it. I mean, they kind of go alongside of it. So I haven't really seen any cryptos that are standing strong, you know. I guess some of the reasons, like I said, we covered, some of the reasons it might be down are the U.S. government shutdown uncertainty, a massive liquidation wave, the Greenland tariff tensions, a big line to look for is that $75,000 line. If it crosses below that, let's go. Okay, here's some stuff. Bitcoin slides under $80,000 amid Iran tensions. Fragile crypto market liquidity. Invez. This is just an AI thing. I'm pretty sure. It's down 30% from its highs. The sell-off gathered pace as broader risk sentiment deteriorated following reports of an explosion at Iran's Bandar Abbas port, a critical shipping hub on the Strait of Hormuz that handles about a fifth of the world's seaborne oil. Oh, wow. Tensions escalated further after Donald Trump reposted a message on Truth Social claiming Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps was in full panic mode. Support levels come into focus. With confidence still fragile, attention is shifting to potential downside buffers. Buyers stepped in around $75,000 during a sell-off in April last year, making it a key level to watch. Below that, the next major technical support sits near the 200-week moving average at around 58,000. For now, Bitcoin remains vulnerable, with traders watching whether the weekend drop draws fresh demand or opens the draw to deeper losses. Wow. Okay. Alright, so I think here's what we'll do. We'll run through Bitcoin's charts one more time. Over the past day, it's down 7.12%, 7.12% to $78,140. Over the past 5 days, it's down 10.85%. Over the past month, it's down 11.47%. Over the past 6 months, it's down 34.01%. Year to date, it's down 10.58%. My goodness. 1 year, it's down 24.85%. Over the past 5 years, it's up 98.73%. Okay. That's Bitcoin's all-time chart. So some key levels to look for are 75,000, 58,000, and 32,000. Guys, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with Bitcoin here? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Where do you think it's going to stop? Where do you think it's going to go? Will it be up or down? Who really knows? Thanks a lot, guys. It's your cousin Dustin. Check me out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll be here, buddy. 3:30 or so to about 5 p.m. We're in there, baby. We're in there, baby. Alright. We'll do a couple spins. Alright. I think that's going to be it. We've done enough. This was productive.